The entire altcoin market is appreciating. Now, some altcoins are doing better than others, and there's very clear distinctions here. For example, the best performing meme coin was Pepe or Pepe. In the last week, it appreciated by 60%. Number one, by the way, is Ethereum. Now, what do those two cryptocurrencies have in common? It's a strong tie with Ethereum, and Ethereum's dominance moved up massively. How much of all of crypto is currently in ETH? That's what Ethereum dominance is measuring. And that's really the story here. Because the others dominance, so how much of all of crypto is in the altcoins, it actually trended down in the last weeks. So when two cryptocurrencies that are closely tied to the Ethereum ecosystem are suddenly the best performers, that's just riding the general Ethereum wave. Now, there's actually a direct coupling here. When we look at all of the trending tokens on the Ethereum chain and we list them by their liquidity, we see that Pepe or Pepe is at number one. It's the largest token in all of Ethereum. And it matters because Pepe is traded versus wrapped Ethereum, not versus the US dollar. This is what many people don't understand. Many altcoins are actually not traded in US dollars. They are traded in a pair versus a base currency like Ethereum. So for Pepe, when it's traded in Ethereum, that means whatever happens to the Ethereum price gets directly translated to the price development of the altcoin as well. When Ethereum goes up by 20, 30, 40%, then automatically, without a single trade ever happening, the altcoin appreciates to the same degree. The alt is priced in Ethereum, not in US dollars. And so when we see now Pepe going up that much, being the best performer in the top 100, a large fraction of that performance is just riding the wave of Ethereum. Ethereum went up more than the rest, and Pepe just put a little bit of extra performance on top of that. So here's how that looks like on a chart. This is Pepe in US dollars. And in the last days, it appreciated by 70%. Now here's Pepe relative to Ethereum. It stopped its decline versus ETH at the beginning of the year, but here the outperformance is only 33%. So more than half of Pepe's performance is just due to Ethereum itself going up. Now we can look at this chart from many angles. Yes, Pepe stabilized versus Ethereum. Let's connect those two bottoms and then draw the parallel line for the top. Now this is not that pretty, is it? Now those are just lines in the sand. We just have a support, we just have a resistance. We don't know if those will hold. Still, sometimes those do become a self-fulfilling prophecy, as in if enough people believe that Pepe is now expensive, then not so many people are going to buy it and more people are going to take profit. Long term, the altcoin has not outperformed. From the top 2 years ago to the price today, even with the recent rally, a more risky asset than Ethereum underperformed by 77%. And yes, there are of course news articles that say that whales are currently buying, and there are accounts on Twitter that are calling for a 100x. But remember, Pepe is already the largest trending token on the Ethereum chain in terms of liquidity. How realistic is a 100x? The market cap is 1.8 billion. Is it going to be 180 billion? And thus more than 10 times larger than Dogecoin? I don't think so. 180 billion in market cap would bring Pepe at number 3. It would be double the size of XRP. That's very, dare I say it, optimistic. Another reason why Pepe might be doing quite well is because the regulatory environment for crypto in the US is improving, and the SEC is reviewing cryptocurrency and makes a decision in December of this year. The clock is ticking. Now, what about the futures interest that this article is talking about? What we've got over here, that's CoinGlass. We've got the funding rate. How much does it cost to bet on Pepe? Currently, the funding rate is slightly positive, so there are more longs than shorts. People are betting on a rising price. Yes, the open interest is going up, and this does help the price, and there is a correlation between open interest, so the amount of bets on a price, and the price development itself. And if open interest was to expand further, of course the price would also continue to rise. But again, given that the vast majority of Pepe's performance is just due to Ethereum doing well. And given it's potentially hitting a resistance now, I'm not so sure if it makes sense to still buy into the rally. Very often rallies like this are rather profit-taking opportunities. We've recently taken some profit on our relative valuation shorts as well. So we just closed a Stellar short, Stellar versus Bitcoin, made 28% over the course of 2 months. We are now at a new all-time high. Something many people did not expect, given that we mainly bet on falling prices. But that's because we hedge ourselves, right? We bet on a rising price of Bitcoin and Ethereum and on a falling price of an altcoin at the same time. When we hedge ourselves and we've got proper stop losses, we can make money with shorting even in a market like this. So if you just want to copy trade whatever I do, then feel free to check out Premium. If you don't have time for manual copy trading, there's also now Bitcoin strategy Autopilot. You can just deposit your USDC into those vaults. There's now a new Bitcoin trend follower. There's an oil convergence strategy. And there's also stock funding rate arbitrage. Relative valuation trades for altcoins will come very soon as well. There's a 7-day money back guarantee. In case you don't like Premium, just message me within the first 7 days and I'll refund you. The link to Premium is down below. If it's your first time here, feel free to subscribe. I publish this regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. Helps the channel grow. See you next time here on YouTube or see you on Premium. Thanks for watching. Cheers.